What's up everyone? Welcome in this new video. Today we are doing a trade recap. Actually, today is the second time I'm recording this fucking video because my dumbass forgot to reduce the size of the cam. So the whole video was exactly like this. But anyway, without wasting any more time, let's do like this and let me do like okay. This is better. So the trade recap was based off this trade here, 857, which was a level that I called in the senior group. Because yes, I'm doing a senior group and okay, let's not waste time on these things. Let's just do the trade recap. If you want more info about the senior group, just ask in DM or in the comment or whatever. Join the Discord for free. Whatever you want. So why was this level? The first thing I do when I search for my levels is search obviously for bias. Okay? So let's understand the narrative of this trade. We were so far and pushed so high above the all-time highs, the previous all-time highs. All that because of wars, news, and these things, okay? You know, Trump tweet and these things. We had the first actual retrace in a long time because these were like 1,500 points without retrace. And we start to seeing some like bearish movement, okay? Other than that, we had the new week opening up, which was filled and respected, as you can see on the 4-hour. We filled the gap and respected it without closing above, okay? Other than that, what do we add? Let me do like this and like this, maybe. Yes. Okay. What do we add? So, other than that, so we just filled the gap and respected it. We swept on NQ this high here, forming a higher time frame SMT, a 4-hour SMT. So this is very high probability short. Okay. So this high here with this one here. Okay. 4-hour 17. So shorts were the way for today. Other than that, I want to specify that for today's video and for all the video on YouTube, the trade recaps or whatever, I'm not gonna cover the AMP quant hour part, so the order flow and volume profile part, just because, as you may know, I have a mentor, and for respect of the people that joined and paid my mentorship, to like let them teach how I trade personally. Here on YouTube, I'm just gonna cover for free all the ICT stuff, or at least all the analysis that I do on TradingView, while like the more advanced stuff that I do on volume profile and order flow will be just for the ones who paid for the actual mentorship. So like in sign of respect, I needed to tell you that before the video started. So other than that, this was so already bearish bias. What did I do to confirm the bias? We place our session volume profile HT, which is not configured because this is not my template, but anyway, and I searched for the previous session volume, and I saw that this zone here basically needed to get filled, okay? And not gonna dive too much into details for volume profile, also because it's too advanced. But yeah, so the session volume HD was another confluence stacked up into all the other ones, okay? So now that we have a solid bias, what do? We scale down in time frame. Or at least, what do? We start searching for confluence, okay, to add up for shorts. We start searching for concept for shorts, okay? So we go on the 1 hour, and what do I see? A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rejection block. Why this rejection block is A+? Because it's swap liquidity, we have SMT, and also because we have engineer liquidity here, okay? So this rejection block for me was perfect, okay, A+. So what did I do? I limited here. My original limit was 887, 887, okay? As you can see, the level got edged, which is fine, okay? Also, again, I didn't only have the rejection block here, I also had confluence stacked up on AMP Quant Tower. And also I think something on the lower time frame, yeah, we had the 15-minute rejection block start, on the 5-minute maybe something, let's see. Yeah, this 5-minute IVG gap fill, okay. 3 minutes, same thing, IVG gap fill, so it was a really nice level. Also on AMP, 1 hour order flow. So yeah, the level got edge, it's totally fine. We search for a re-entry, okay? So I see the price. Also I forgot. I always forgot also in the previous video that I recorded. Another important part is the standard deviation, which I use recently kind of lot for bias. Okay, so we had 21. We search for the London model. In the trade recaps that I do, I'll also explain I only explain the London models because I have another models which is created by me and it's private, so again only for the mentor. But it's not necessary. You can just use the London model, which is fine, as you will see here. So we take the 5 a.m. manipulation here. Okay, so place it here and again like this. So what do I see? First of all, the standard deviation was valid. Why? Because we respected the first zone, the reaccumulation zone here. Okay. So I knew that this was basically valid. The bias was strongly short, the level got edged the first time. It's fine. So now what do? I research for entries. Also because here, again, this was a confirmation for our bias because we strongly manipulated shorts. Now we were just like retracing a bit, touching to the level that got edged. So the confirmation was short 100%. Okay. Now, also because we had, if I remember correctly, a lot of low side liquidity, less side liquidity, sorry. Yeah, this one. These were my original these were my original how do I say it? Liquidity target, drawn off liquidity. Okay. I also had this one, if I'm correct or not. No, this one. Yeah. Okay. So scaling down to this sheet here. I just wanted to see the level reaction before. See the level worked multiple time. But anyway, let's continue to the trade breakdown. So we were here, let's like redo it more clear. So we are in this situation. Let's search for a re-entry, okay? So we touch into the level, we let price develop, and now let's place our fib after the place the PA breath. Sorry, I got to. So I placed our fib like this. Here it was the start of the OTE, so the golden pocket, whatever name you want to call it. What do we add also? On the 1 minute, the start of this FVG. On the 3 minute, we had the start of this order block. On the 5 minute, we have the start of this 5 minute rejection block, which was very good. And also, it's very high probability also because it's a rejection block also on the 15 minute. And as you know, if the rejection block is valid on multiple time frame, it's very higher probability. What else? 30 minute. Nothing too great. Okay, so this was very good. Also, we had this 5 minute OB here, 15 minute OB here. Okay, so this level was great, and pretty much the main confluence was on order flow for the re-entry. But again, it's not necessary. As you saw here, it was completely takeable just with the ICT. Also, I used, if I remember correctly, the standard deviation again to see if this was just a manipulation or just a reaccumulation. And as you can see, we touched into our range of accumulation. So I knew that this was the time to take the continuation model to retest. Holy fuck, where the fuck is my... There you go, range. Now, what do we see? Price is just accumulating, okay? So, this is just accumulation. And what do we want after an accumulation? A manipulation. So I wait for the manipulation into my level. So that's an AMD, accumulation manipulation distribution. What do we see? Bam, perfectly touched into our level. Short position. We do 5-point stop loss or 10-point, whatever. Let's do like 10-point to cover a bit more of the FVG. Also, we have an inversion here, a BPR, sorry. What do we aim for? We have this liquidity here, which is 130 point, and also the standard deviation maximum expansion. So this was a great TP, in my opinion, but also you can aim for the where the fuck we had like the first of this liquidity here, which is 200 point, 300 point, which is definitely not necessary. But let's see this run. Okay, boom, first TP, we accumulate a bit, faking out the buyers, and after a bit, if I remember correctly, then we dump and hit full TP. So this was basically the trade recap of the trade I took the other day and called in the signal group. This was a very nice trade, really A plus setup, A plus 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 setup because of the bias that was so obvious. The short bias was really obvious. I'm sorry that I can't explain the AMP part, but I hope you can understand me, that people are paying me to teach them, and I can't just teach these things for free. But again, you don't really need it. As you can see, this was all takeable with just ICT. I hope it's all clear. See you, I guess, in the next YouTube video. Also, be sure to join the free Discord. Follow on TikTok, where I post every day pretty much all the trade that I take on TikTok stories. Also some nice motivational video and these things. And I guess it's all. I don't know if I needed to say something else about the trade. If I'm like forgetting something, but I don't think so. Yeah, thank you.